Welcome to the presentation. Today we're going to look at the BSc Honours Leisure and Events Management. You're at an important stage in your life where you're making career choices. The BSc Leisure and Events Management is designed to develop business leaders for the leisure and events industry. You're going to have important questions about the course. So today we're going to cover why study Leisure and Events Management at Ulster. What would you learn? How would you be taught? How, as a team, can we support you? You'll hear what our students think. We'll also talk about future careers. And at the very end, I'll make reference to a bite-sized taster module, which you can try in your own time. So why study Leisure and Events Management at Ulster? Well, first, it's an accredited qualification. We're accredited by the Institute of Hospitality and a range of additional professional bodies. Therefore, the degree is recognised worldwide. We pride ourselves on the fact that we offer live events on each year of the programme. So you'll have the opportunity to plan, organise and evaluate live events. And that is so important in the area of event management to get that experience. We also work very closely with industry, and that allows us to provide you with volunteering opportunities and get involved in live projects as part of your assessment. Another reason why you should study the BSc Leisure and Events Management is the fact that we do offer a 48-week placement year. It's the third year of the course. It is optional, but we encourage you to actually take this year because we find that graduates gain so much and it gives you the hands-on experience and the skills employers are looking for. So what will you learn? Well, obviously we have the event modules, which I will discuss in the next slide, and the leisure-related modules. But also underpinning that is the management modules. We have modules that are geared towards accountancy, human resource management, marketing, which is so important in terms of your future career as you progress and move into managerial positions. There's also opportunity to develop your transferable skills. For example, you'll be working in groups. You'll be required to make presentations. You'll obviously have to improve and concentrate on your verbal and written skills. So our degree is designed to give you the skills and experience needed to start your career. And it's structured in a way that in first year, we provide you with the fundamentals. We have a number of introductory modules. For example, we have the introduction to event management module, where you get involved and work with a local promoter and organise an event in our student union on the Coleraine campus. We also have an introductory module into the area of management. And we also have an introductory module to the area of leisure. But on top of that there, we also have a number of modules relating to the industry. For example, we have a module that focuses in on the technology and in particular social media and how that can be used to promote and market a business. And then in second year, you have the chance to develop that. You have the chance to develop your skills and knowledge base. And again, in second year, we have more of the management modules where you build on from the year one module. So again, you'll have the marketing, accounts, and human resources, but you'll also have event-related modules and leisure-related modules. For example, you have a module called corporate events, which looks at the business-related events, and you'll have the chance to organize a live event there. And you will have the opportunity, for example, to go out and visit local venues, possibly a live event, and evaluate that as well. So we try to get you as much hands-on experience as possible. That moves us on then to the third year. As I said, the third year is optional, but we strongly recommend that you do it. And I'll give you a little bit more detail on placement year. It's 48 weeks, and in my view as course director, I think it's a crucial part of the course. And then in final year, you will have a solid knowledge base, and therefore you have the opportunity to apply that knowledge. And you'll have core modules, for example, in event management, in the area of leisure, and you also have optional modules in relation to the whatever area of management you want to specialize in. And finally, you also have the choice between a research paper or a business plan. Quite a few of our students would set up their own business after they graduate. So the business plan then is designed so that they can design it and develop a business plan and to allow them to set up a business. The research paper is as a piece of research that you have to go and do and write up, sometimes referred to in other universities as the dissertation. So how will I be taught? An important question. Well, the course is designed with a mixture of theory and practice. As I said, so we have the underpinning theory taught throughout the course, but you have also the chance to get involved in live events and live projects. And together, combined, they make you employable, because employers are looking for a range of skills nowadays. It's not just a knowledge base. They want the practical skills as well. So the theory side then, an important question you'll want an answer to then is, how will the actual theory be delivered? And it's a mixture. It'll be lectures, case studies, seminars, where your class will be broken down into smaller groups, and workshops, particularly in the more practical related modules. What is a typical week? A typical week, each semester, the academic year is divided into two, semester 1 and semester 2, and each semester you will study three modules. And for each module, you will normally have 3 to 4 hours contact time. And then there's time then allocated to assessment and independent study. Personal study support then, we have an online system where students can download lectures and get extra resources. That's what we use at Blackboard Learn. And they'll also have a very well stocked and up-to-date library. Throughout the course, from year 1 right through to 4, you will have the opportunity to work in groups, a key part of the area that you're going into in terms of event management. And there's also, again, a lot of project work. The assessment is a mixture of exams and coursework. How will that be split down? As the course stands at the minute, it's about 75% coursework, 25% exam. In terms of the practical side then, as I said, we pride ourselves on the fact that we offer the students to get involved in real world experiences. So you get the chance to organize and evaluate live events. So in first year, we have an example there on the screen of Take Me Out. The students organize that, first year students organize that. They're given the reins, they work with the local promoter. We have over 400 students attending the event, and the students organize it from start to finish, from the come up with an initial idea right through to organizing and promoting the event, running the event on the night. And as I said, the theory comes in then in terms of the assessment. Not only do you have to run the event and make presentations on it, but you also have to evaluate the event. And that is where the academic side comes in. You have to write reports and self-reflect on how your group worked in organizing the event. Another example there would be we work with the sports unions in the university, and we have organized a range of different events, the most recent being the Ulster University Santa 5K walk run. And we normally are linked in with a local charity as well. in that particular case, we work with mental health charity, Mind Your Mood, Diabetes UK, and the students, you can see there, the events are sponsored, and the students go off and seek sponsorship, and it's all part of the experience. In addition to organising live events as part of your assessment, built into the course too is the opportunity to volunteer for and take part in live events organised throughout the UK. For example, we've had students taking part as volunteers, helping organising the prestigious Open Golf Championships, which came to Northern Ireland in recent years and is due back. They also have students involved in the Belfast City Marathon, one of the largest participation events in Northern Ireland. And we also have another example would be we have students working with the Special Olympics. So just to give you a little bit of insight how we would work with a company, for example, with the Special Olympics is a sports training and competition program for children and adults with an intellectual disability. And this is just one example of how we would work with a local company or a local organization. So in this case, in year one, students register for to become a member of Special Olympics, and then they help volunteer at one of their Special Olympic events at an operational level. In year two, the students are then expected to volunteer for at least one Special Olympics event at a supervisory level. So more experience and at a supervisory level. Year three, there is a placement opportunity with the Special Olympics. And then year four, some students, those who are dedicated and have shown dedication to this particular organization, will be selected to organize and manage and evaluate a Special Olympics event as part of their final year event management module. And there's an extra award for that called the Special Olympics Event Management Award. And we've had students there and groups of students organising, for example, an aquatic event, a swimming competition, where you maybe had 400 athletes, and the students would coordinate that, organise it from start to finish, and they would have maybe 70 volunteers working for them. So they would be in charge of how the event went, and they would be in charge of the volunteers. So a real life experience. And then there's the real world experience as well. And in addition to organising live events and taking part in volunteering, we also have built into the program live events where we work with local companies. For example, in final year, we have a module called e-business strategy. And as the name would suggest, it's looking at how you would use technology in today's age to promote your event, market your event. And our students in the past have, as part of their assessment for that module, worked with companies such as Ulster Rugby, the Northwest 200 to develop a website, an app. So they're given a special project to actually go and develop for the company, and that's what they're assessed on. There's another module called Creating Visitor Experiences, and this is a slightly different module. Of course, the area of event management, the experience is so important, creating this magical experience. So in this particular module, the students get the chance to be creative and develop actually a virtual event where they then have to present their event ideas to in a form of a presentation and event video. So it's creative, an opportunity to show off and to show how creative your minds can be. The third year then is, as I said, through your paid work placement. It's 48 weeks, and it's optional. And we have found that although it's optional, we do really encourage it because you will get more likely to achieve a higher final degree classification if you do the final work experience, because you're just so much more knowledgeable of the industries. You also build a professional network while on placement. And another advantage of placement here is that you obtain an extra diploma upon graduation, called a Diploma in Professional Practice. And our statistics show that those who go on placement are more likely to be in full-time professional employment at a supervisory or managerial level within 6 months of graduating. And of course, the placements can be domestic in Northern Ireland, or we have links throughout the world with companies such as we have a range of international organizations we work with. Probably the largest would be maybe Disneyland Florida, where we have students going to and working in and with in the likes of the Epcot Center. So in terms of how you're going to be taught, how can as a teaching team can we support you? And there is at the end of all students, once they finish their degree in their final year, they're asked to complete a national student survey, and that's throughout the UK. We have scored extremely highly. In fact, out of the last 4 years, we have achieved 100% twice in the last 4 years, and the high 90s two times. And that means that the students are very satisfied with our course. And why are they so satisfied? Well, one of the things that I think is key to it is the classes are relatively small. And therefore the students, because they're also involved in live events, get to know each other very well. We also have a system in place where we have first-year students working closely with second-year students, student buddies. The staff are also very friendly in terms of we have an open door policy, and therefore, I mean, given the nature of the course, the fact that you're involved in live events and that, and there's a lot of workshops, like the relationship with the staff is normally very good. We have a range of online resources available through Blackboard Learn. We have a very well stocked library, and we have a wide range of student support services available within the university. So then, what's the student experience? And this is a testimonial from a student who's just graduated at Porrick Muni. Porrick actually originally studied BSc Social Policy at one of our other campuses in Belfast. Didn't like the course, didn't suit what he wanted to do. So he took a year out, explored his interest, and joined the BSc Leisure and Events Management, and eventually graduated with a first-class honours degree. He studied A-levels, English, Literature, Religious Studies, and Health and Social Care, so a wide area in terms of study before coming on to the degree. And what he found that, and this again is in his own words, he found there's a huge range of interesting modules to help boost his career. And it's not just only in events. He found that the management modules are also key in terms of his employability once he graduated. And by the way, he did walk straight into a supervisory job at managerial level within the first 6 months of graduating. So he talked about how important it was to get the hands-on experience, and it was not just classroom based. He loved the live events, the live projects, and he found it helped him develop him as a person, personally and professionally. And he was also very complimentary of the staff and our open door policy. In first year, as part of the introduction to event management module, this particular student was involved in their live event that was held in the Students' Union. Was called Love Island Live, a take on the television program Love Island, and they raised almost £1,000 for a local charity. We do encourage students for each event that they organise to support a local charity. He also, for his e-business strategy module, he was one of the students that worked with Ulster Rugby and developed an app for them. And again, he loved the creator visitor experience module and the idea of being creative. He also opted for the business plan and found that very enjoyable. and he actually developed an interesting concept where he would develop a mobile cocktail bar that he could take to different events, and he developed a business plan how that would develop over the next 3 years. I also had a third. He opted for the third year placement, and he worked for a national tourism board called Tourism NI, and he worked as a corporate events assistant. And he had an excellent experience. He was involved in something like 50 live events there, some of which were virtual. And he described it as the best year I ever had, and it certainly improved his employability once he graduated. So a key decision that you're making, as I said at the start, you're making a very important decision what career path to take. So you'll want some information on what, having studied the degree, what is the careers that are available. And basically you have to ask the question, what do employers want today? They want a recognized qualification. We find increasingly they want not just the ability to get the degree and have the knowledge, but they also want practical and transferable skills. They want the ability to work as a team and manage projects. And they want you to be able to communicate and be able to express ideas. And the BSc Leisure and Events Management is designed to do that. It's designed to provide you and develop your technical and professional skills and knowledge base. What sort of careers is there? And that's again a very important question. Well, first of all, just to note that 81% of our students are in a professional managerial position 18 months after graduating. Also, again, like the National Student Survey, students are surveyed after 18 months after graduating, and that shows again is a very, very positive response from our students. 81% in a professional managerial position 18 months after graduating. So what areas can students go into and do go into? Well, event management is obvious one. One that is very popular with our students, and there's a natural overlap, is between PR and marketing and event management. They're very closely connected. There's also the project management. Project management, an event, for example, is a project. The students will have the opportunity to get involved in how you manage facilities. We have a module in first year and final year that looks at facilities management. So venue management is part of that. Then there's the areas such as key areas that students can, because of the degree, can go into leisure and sports management, hotel management, and tourism management. Those are very broad terms. So what I'm going to do now is give you little examples then of the careers. And I've just taken these from graduates, got their permission to take a sample from the LinkedIn page. So one of our ex-students, graduates, would be Claire O'Reilly, or now Claire O'Neill, and she's the executive manager at Belfast City Marathon. Has been there for a number of years and has developed that event and went from strength to strength. Another student is Orla Meenan. She's currently an event coordinator at Derry City and Strabane District Council, so she works in the public sector. But Orla's career history is quite interesting. She actually has worked for Manchester United as their corporate events manager. That's why I've picked out this one, just to give you the scope. And she also worked for Sunderland Football Club before returning home to work here again in Northern Ireland. So those are two high-profile football clubs that she organised events for. Another example would be Rebecca Saramaki, and she actually works as the event manager at Titanic Belfast, which is our Northern Ireland's largest visitor centre, and they organise a range of events. So she's events manager there, works in charge of a team of event specialists. We have another example just to give you the variety that we have career opportunities that are out there. Claire Steele, she's a wedding coordinator at Galgorm Resort and Spa, which is one of the most famous resorts and spas in Northern Ireland, and they're most famous because of their weddings. And Claire is the coordinator of that. And again, there's another example of the breadth of opportunities out there. We have Matthew Hines, and he's went down the hospitality route because again, there's a strong overlap between hospitality and events. And so he's a deputy general manager at the Four Seasons Hotel in Carlingford. And because the students have the opportunity to specialize in core marketing, core management modules such as human resources, accounts, and marketing, quite a few of our students then go off and specialize in one of those areas when they graduate. In this case, we have Ashley McDowell, who is a senior digital marketing executive at Flint Studios Limited and is a chartered marketer. So again, it shows you how your career can develop. And another example of that would be Lee Johnson. Lee really enjoyed the e-business and the technology side of the course, and therefore he's now developed that and is working with Chemist as a business development manager for data and artificial intelligence. So it just gives you a little bit of insight of the breadth of opportunities are out there. Now, what we have done is it's a big decision, and you will have to think long and hard what course to take. So what we have done is we've developed a bite-sized taster module within the university. You see the link to it at the bottom of the page. It's available and instructions how to register for this module. And basically, it's an online module that introduces you as a student or a potential student to the area of event management. It's called Creating Magical Experiences, and it consists of 3 short lessons. It takes you about 30 minutes in total, and they're broken down into introduction to event planning, marketing the event experience, and a key area within event management is sustainable event management. How do you make your events green and environmentally friendly? Now, you'll see the log on instructions below, and it's self-paced. You go on, and there are fun activities and a little exercise at the end that sort of you can test your knowledge base. And on completion of this, you will actually receive an Ulster University certificate. So it's worth a while getting that just for your CV alone. And as I said, it's a great way to see is the course for you. So where is the course actually located? The course is located on the Coleraine campus on the north coast of Northern Ireland. And the campus itself, you can see images of it there. The area itself is known for its scenery. We are very close to the Giant's Causeway. It's also close to the seaside town of Portrush and Portstewart. So it's a beautiful area. And the campus itself is spacious. It's actually a very nice campus in terms we have a walking trail around it. We have playing fields for those into sports, etc. And we also, in terms of the campus itself, we have modern teaching facilities. We also have on campus the Riverside Theatre, and we have a state-of-the-art sports complex, which the students can get involved in both of those and organise events through, but also take part socially as well. So a summary of the BSc Leisure and Events Management then. You will learn an overview of the course. We've talked about how it's what it's been designed to do, and what skills that you have learned. So this page here just summarizes that. So you have an opportunity to get involved in live events. You'll cover key management subjects. The teaching itself will be a combination of lectures, workshops, tutorials, but there'll also be involved in live events, live projects. You'll get the opportunity to get involved in real world experiences, and the career opportunities there you can see. We will not go through them again, but you can see the range of different opportunities are out there. You can see also, if you're wanting more information, you can see there you have the details on the right hand side. Courses, just a little note, the courses are continually reviewed, and there may be a slight changes to the teaching. There's nothing planned at this stage, but just be aware of that. So if you are interested in the BSc Leisure and Events Management after listening to this presentation, and you need more information, well, again, the details is there in front of you. Contact study@ulster.ac.uk, and we're more than happy to answer any questions that you may have. And if you're ready to apply, then it's ucas.com. So thank you for listening. I hope you found that information useful, and good luck with your career.